And the reason it's allowed is because the NFL didn't create a firewall. Look, all they had to do last October was say to Tom Brady, we're not going to approve you to be the owner of this team if you're going to work for Fox. You got to pick one or the other. It's up to you. You want to own this team? We'll get you your 24 votes, but you can't work for Fox. And if you want to keep working for Fox and making $37.5 million a year, you can't own this team, Tom. Like, nobody's willing to tell the guy no because he's Tom Brady. The only time anyone ever told him no was when Roger Goodell suspended him in 2015. I know, but Chris, at some point, his own ethics have to take over. Devin was saying that yesterday, and I don't disagree with that in theory because, like, hey, if they're going to let me do it, let me do it. But you know what? At some point, I think it's on the person to do the right thing and realize. Like, it would be nice if Tom Brady realized it's the right thing to do, but the problem is we live in post-standards, post-truth America where nobody really knows what the rules are anymore. Just do whatever you want to do. Well, so I'm going to take a stand against the idea of more power to you. Greg Olson said that yesterday at a front office sports event. More power to you. I think it would be nice if people say, no, you know what? Tom should know, and Tom knows. But the NFL has allowed him to be in this dual role, and he wants that next ring. What's your favorite ring, Tom? My next one. He wants that next ring, and he wants his $37.5 million. And there's a point where he should know that he shouldn't be doing this. And you know why we know he knows? Here's why we know he knows. Here's why we know. Come on, go down, chair. Damn it, I've been waiting all segment today. I can just.
Well, he was leaning back. He was leaning back. I don't think he was putting the chair down.
He saw himself, or whatever he did. Yeah. He saw himself on the camera, and he realized this probably isn't going to end well.
Well, so, listen, he's not that stupid. He knew they were going to put that screen on. They were going to find him. He was there all day pubbing something else. They were going to find him no matter what.
I know. So, but he clearly, when he saw himself on the monitor, he
didn't like it. He didn't. And then there's more to that clip, right? I mean, he continues to be shown, and he continues to look out of the corner of his eye because he sees himself in the screen. What the normal fan doesn't realize, in the coaching boxes, the press box, there's all these TVs at the top corner of every box. So when you see a guy doing this in a box and they're going like this, they're looking at TVs. They're trying not to, but they're seeing themselves. Yeah. So, okay. Right. I mean, he's looking. That's where the TV screens are. You see the guy to his left or right. He's also looking up at the monitor. Listen.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. All right. So this is, to me, the irony of it, right? Because this is the best part. New England, if this went on and he was in New England with Bill Belichick, and let's just say Troy Aikman owned part of some team in the AFC East, right? And was coming there to New England, Tom Brady, nobody would ever be like, we're not talking to Troy Aikman. Sorry. Troy owns part of the Buffalo Bills. We're not talking to him. Never. Like, no. They would give you the coldest shoulder of coldest shoulders. So that's what's hilarious about it. Now, no, I'm not going to fault Brady. I'm not. I'm going to fault the Shield. This is their job. This is where, no, you're the big bad NFL who tells everybody what to do all the time, everybody, and you're not going to do it here. I don't know why, but either way, they've messed that up. And with Brady, Brady, to me, I don't think is going to cross a line or want to cross a line. I think Brady in his
there is no line.
Well,
there is no line.
But I think he knows a little bit in football world, and he wants to do right. I don't think he wants to make other teams feel uncomfortable. But yeah, he's trying to have his cake and eat it too right now with what he's making from money and the owner and all that. But it's still the NFL, and it's their problem, and that's where I will continue to stick up for him a little bit, right? And I do think Brady understands the ethics of it a little bit, all right? He made one problem in ethics in his life, and that was Deflategate, all right? And we can dive into that some other time. But other than that, I do think he doesn't want to do people wrong or be a bad guy. He likes to be liked. He's not trying to screw anybody over, but he's put himself in a tough spot where, yeah, he's going to be scrutinized right now.
If you're actively communicating with the head coach, offensive coordinator, other members of the staff of the team that you partially own, and you're trying to help them best position themselves to win games, and you're in a position where you're getting key inside information about tendencies, trends, coaches, etc. It's not just if you're going to be playing the Raiders. It's also you have a free agent you'd like to keep. And Tom Brady's in a position where he gets a chance to evaluate that guy. Maybe the Raiders want him now. You've got an up-and-coming coach that you'd prefer to not lose. You'd like to groom that coach to maybe become your offensive coordinator, maybe to become your head coach.
And you heard
Tom
in the building,
Brady,
that he's the guy or whatever,
And Tom Brady, when he's there, he realizes, man, they really love this guy. It just oozes. Like, it's not always the content, it's the vibe you get when you're embedded in the team. And that's why he's not allowed in the building, but it's that 2 hours on the field before the game that is so valuable for him to understand who are the future employees of the Raiders that I could be targeting. And that's why the assistant coaches will talk to him. Because they may be looking for a job somewhere.
Of course.
They may be looking for a promotion.
Of course.
I'm the assistant quarterback coach. If I can impress Tom Brady, maybe
I can get on his radar. Right.
Coach.
Yeah, I hear you.
Maybe one of these days I'll be the head coach of Tom Brady's team when he owns the Raiders. And I continue to predict that one of these days he will own the Raiders. Because he will find a way to accidentally or otherwise purchase the majority interest from Mark Davis. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.